This makes the Lakers unstoppable as the Los Angeles Lakers are trying to build a championship team around Luka Doncic and LeBron James this upcoming offseason. They're going to have to make some big moves and part ways with some of the key contributors to their roster a season ago. We're going to talk about what this potential move can mean for the Los Angeles Lakers and how it can elevate them from being a good regular season team to being a great playoff team and hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. And welcome to Lakers Digest, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers might be in their offseason, but we are not here as we are still working around the clock on this channel to give you guys every single nook and cranny and angle surrounding your Lakers, as this will be assuming a very busy and one of the most important offseasons in Los Angeles Lakers franchise history. If you want to be a part of that, and you're not subscribed, because 76% of you guys, almost 76%, the number's gone down a little bit. Shout out to the guys watching who are subscribing. Click that subscribe button, though, if you are one of these 75.9% of people watching our content. This is free content you're getting on the internet. I guess there's no such thing as a free lunch, but still, you're getting free content. You don't have to pay for no subscriptions, nothing. All you got to do is have some damn internet connection to watch this. So if you want to keep up with everything, all we all ask is just to hit that subscribe button. That's it. That's all you got to do. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer, because what is the fallout from failure? And I'm not specifically talking about the Lakers. Maybe we're in this situation because the Lakers are already in their offseason, but I think we'd be having this conversation anyway, because yes, the Lakers are struggling, but there's another team, and you're seeing it down below in our base bar right here, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who perhaps had even more disappointing end to the season than the Lakers, because the Cleveland Cavaliers, guys, they started off the season, 15-0? They were the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. This was the breakout team that no one saw coming. They ran the East the entire year, and they ended up getting a gentleman's sweep, losing in 5 games, and losing pretty badly, too, to the Indiana Pacers there, as the home team, the favorite, end up losing in Cleveland to Indiana. So the Cleveland Cavaliers find themselves in an interesting offseason as well, although a different one, because these are two teams now that are going to be trying the best to improve their roster and figure out a way to build around their star players and beyond. But the Cavaliers are in an interesting situation as well, and maybe even more so, because they got a very interesting situation with their cap. And so because of that, guys like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, they're on max contracts. These are two of the best players. They're starting backcourt. Evan Mobley as well. His is going to kick in. Also, he just won Defensive Player of the Year. So for him, he's going to be making a ton of money. You got Jarrett Allen, DeAndre Hunter. They're both making a ton of money. So is Max Strus, Isaiah Okoro. They're earning 10+ mil a year. And then, of course, you got Ty Jerome. He's going to be a free agent. Sam Merrill, he's somebody who they like. Dean Wade is another guy they like. So the Cavs are a very deep team, but what they don't have is a lot of cap space. So as a result, they might be trying to make a move, or maybe they'll be enticed to make a move in order to really help elevate this roster and build around, really their big three in Mitchell, Garland, and Evan Mobley. So because of that, can the Los Angeles Lakers benefit from getting somebody like Jarrett Allen? Because look, he's not a name that's getting thrown around a lot for the Lakers, but with that being said, he is the perfect fit for what the Lakers need right now. So the Lakers would have to make him available, because I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers are just going to give up Jarrett Allen. This is somebody they traded for in that James Harden deal. I know it got lost in the mix a little bit, but he was included in that deal that sent James Harden from the Houston Rockets to the Brooklyn Nets, because they had to give up, being the Nets, give up some of the players they really liked in order to land James Harden. One of those guys was Jarrett Allen. He's been an all-star for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There was people arguing he should have been one again this year. I'm not so sure about that, but he's a pretty damn good basketball player. And if you want to look at what he did this season as the 4th best player, maybe even argue 5th best offensive option for the Cleveland Cavs, or even the 6th. 13.5 points, almost 10 rebounds a game, averaging 70% from the field. You see all zeros in the 3-point column. That is not his game in terms of shooting the ball, but only 1 block per game. I think that number could be a lot higher, but of course, they let Evan Mobley be that weak side defender. Still only 27 years old as well, and he's somebody at 6'11" who is a really good rim protector, really good rebounder, a lob threat, and an awesome athlete. Those qualities in a big man is exactly the type of big man that is perfectly aligned with the play style of Luka Doncic, that vertical floor spacer that he plays best with in the pick and roll. And while the Lakers did have actually another former Texas Longhorn in Jackson Hayes on their roster, he is not as good as Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen also has a pretty solid post-up game as well. Again, can give you 13.5 points per game. Could even give you 14, 15 if needed. That is somebody who can manufacture very easy points. And again, super efficient as well, averaging, over 70% from the field. I mean, that's got to be the highest, if not one of the highest in the NBA this year. That's absolutely incredible how efficient. And he's someone who has mastered his role. And that role is really needed for the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is someone who'd be perfect for that team. But that does bring us to our final point, guys, because you got to pay the price. Because Jarrett Allen, I'm hyping him up because he's a really good basketball player. I know this. I'm sure you guys, if you watch, the NBA, not just the Lakers, you know this. But also the Cleveland Cavaliers know this too. And it's going to take a lot to get him because he's making quite a bit of money this year, as he will be making $28 million. I think I actually skipped a season here. But he does. That's weird. Actually, those numbers might be wrong. But anyways, guys, I think he is making about $28 million, around that 30 mark. So it's a lot of money for Jarrett Allen, right? That's not somebody who's on a cheap deal that you can just get pretty easily. Like someone like Nick Claxton, for example, who's someone who's comparable to a Jarrett Allen. He's making $25 million. So Jarrett Allen, a better player, though, but he's making a little bit more money. So as a result, the Lakers are going to have to work some magic in order to land somebody like that. And so since the Lakers, since they are a first-tier apron salary cap team, they can make a move, but they have to give up more salary than they're giving back. So that means, assuming guys like LeBron and Luka are off the table, I don't think the Lakers would include Austin Reaves in a deal for Jarrett Allen. I don't know if Reaves is untouchable. His name's got thrown around a lot. I don't think it's for Jarrett Allen, though. So, and I don't really think the Cavs would even want that. So Hachimura, to me, is the guy that they would probably have to consider giving up here, as he is on an expiring deal. Other guys to look at as well. Hachimura making about $18 million a year. You also have someone like Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber. Those are the type of guys that would potentially be having to give up, as well as some first-round picks thrown in there. Maybe they'd want someone like Dalton Knecht. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think the Cavs would want Jared Vanderbilt and all that money. But I do think that Rui Hachimura would probably have to be in this deal, because the Cavs, like I said, guys, they were just the 1 seed. This is not a team that's looking to rebuild. They're trying to reload and trying to figure out this roster. And if you're asking me, I honestly think they're probably just going to try to run it back. But who knows? Maybe they're going to want to make a big swing, shake it up a little bit. Maybe play Evan Mobley at the 5 and really go 5 out potentially as well, and give him more space to operate in the paint. But Jarrett Allen's a really good player, and if the Lakers want to get him, they're going to have to pay a heavy price in order to do so. But he would be the perfect fit at that center position that the Lakers desperately need, and would be the perfect running mate, and lines up with the age and timeline to play alongside Luka Doncic for years to come. But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what do you think of a potential move if Jarrett Allen becomes available? And we're going to be covering all the different center options the Lakers could go after, and all the different free agency moves and acquisitions and trades and draft stuff surrounding the Lakers here on this channel. So if you want to keep up with that, again, 75.9% of you guys watching the content are not subscribed, as I got the hiccup. So if that is you, stop what you're doing right now, hit that subscribe button to keep up with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers during this offseason here on Lakers Digest.